mayonnaise inside. Really need to buy more mayonnaise. Alright, now, you guys should be careful if you're making this back in America, because those of you who know me already will be like, what the heck? Jared doesn't like mayonnaise, why is he doing this? Well, there's actually quite a big difference between American and Japanese mayonnaise. Japanese mayonnaise is a lot sweeter. Yeah, I like sweet things. So I'm just gonna get this all good and nice and mixed up. I'm using chopsticks because when I moved out of my host family, they gave me my chopsticks, my bowl, my cup, and I don't feel like buying a fork or a spoon. I bought a knife. That's about it. And a butter knife. Anyway, so yeah, just get a nice consistency of whatever ratio of mayonnaise to tuna you want. I prefer there to be more tuna than mayonnaise. Some people might want it otherwise, who knows, but anyway. Put that right there. And I'm just going to hope that it's cool enough for me to start making. So now we can actually make onigiri. You're going to want your hands wet to prevent the rice from sticking to your hands, alright? So just make sure they're wet. And then here's where the salt comes in. And you're going to take the salt, open it up, and just put it on your hand. Alright? When this is on your hand, make sure it gets on both hands. Now what this does, what I think it does, is I think it helps the rice stick together to itself. So you're going to grab a clump of rice out of here and put it on your hand. Now I have, I guess, normal sized hands. Okay, that's really still hot. Ow, ow, ow. But just, I guess, enough to cover the palm of my hand works. Ow. And so then you take out however much stuff you want to put inside of it. I'm going to put a little more because it's tasty. Anyway, so you put that in the center. And then you fold that over like that. Then squish together. And just throw it around in your hand. It'll make some squishing sounds from the water. But you put enough salt on your hands so you can see the rice sticks together. So just keep on throwing it around, and whatever you put inside should go towards, well, near center of the onigiri. And then after you're done, you can get a nice shape if you want. I like to give it this shape. And then I put it over down here, set it down. I actually do have a tray, so I'm not just setting it down on, you know, wood or a table or anything. It's on a tray, just so you guys know. Then for the next one, you're going to want to wash off your hands again. If your hands are still wet, you don't need to. My hands were still wet, and they still had some salt on them. But I washed it off because they were really hot from the last time I did. But anyway, I'll repeat with the salt, and I'll speed up on the making the next one. Okay, now that I have this cleared out, we will put these inside of here. And I'm going to put these in my refrigerator to cool off. And it takes about 10 minutes for them to cool off, sometimes a little bit more depending on how early you use them, but I'm going to give them about 15 minutes to cool off because I did kind of use them right away, so I still got some water up in here. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, that's about 15 minutes. Let's take them out. Now they should look about the same, because you only put them in the refrigerator. If they look different, you did something wrong. But remember I mentioned the seaweed first time? Let's get it out this time. Now, this seaweed kind of sticks together. Normally it won't do that, but because right over here is my shower, because I have it just in this cabinet for some reason, I guess the moisture kind of sinks into the packet, and this nori has kind of gotten, stick it to itself. So hopefully next time on nori, I'll put it in my refrigerator so the moisture can't get in there. But to just put it up. There we go. Alright. So what you do is you take off. This is before you eat it. You do not package it like this, because you want the nori to be as crunchy as possible. Now these aren't going to be that crunchy, but if you don't let them get wet, they'll be fine. So you take out an onigiri, put it on, wrap it around, and dig in. You do nothing else. Move on. And you see, inside there's the tuna and mayonnaise. Oh man, that should be like this is good tuna. Is this the same stuff I bought last time? No, it's not. It's different. Holy shit. This was the cheap stuff too. Okay, I'm getting this tuna from now on. It's good. So hopefully you all will be able to make it. Hopefully this might come in, I don't know, useful for, I know Damon, and I know you're starting right next year, so when you move out of your house, if you move out of your host family, hopefully this will be useful. Peace.